Good morning. Pastor Jeff, Wednesday, November 30th, 2022, the last day of November. Where has time gone? Our three daily lectionary readings today. Psalm 124, once again, is our psalm reading for the final day. Isaiah 54, 1 through 10 is our Old Testament reading. And the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 24, verses 25 through 35 is going to be our New Testament reading. As I flip open my Bible Gateway, it is already on the message, so that is where we will stay. Psalm 124. If God hadn't been for us, all together now, Israel, sing out. If God hadn't been for us, when everyone went against us, we would have been swallowed alive by their violent anger, swept away by the flood of rage, drowned in the torrent. We would have lost our lives in the wild, raging water. Oh, blessed be God. He didn't go off and leave us. He didn't abandon us defenseless, helpless as a rabbit in a pack of snarling dogs. We've flown free from their fangs, free of their traps, free as a bird. Their grip is broken. We're free as a bird in flight. God's strong name is our help, the same God who made heaven and earth. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verses 1 through 10. Sing, barren woman who has never had a baby. Fill the air with song, you who've never experienced childbirth. You're ending up with far more children than all of those childbearing women. God says so. Clear lots of ground for your tents. Make your tents large. Spread out. Think big. Use plenty of rope. Drive the tent pegs deep. You're going to need lots of elbow room for your growing family. You're going to take over whole nations. You're going to resettle abandoned cities. Don't be afraid. You're not going to be embarrassed. Don't hold back. You're not going to come up short. You'll forget all about the humiliation of the youth, and the indignities of being a widow will fade from memory. From your Maker is your bridegroom. His name, God of the angel armies. Your Redeemer is the Holy of Israel, known as God of the whole earth. You were like an abandoned wife, devastated with grief, and God welcomed you back, like a woman married young and then left, says your God. Your Redeemer God says, I left you, but only for a moment. Now, with enormous compassion, I'm bringing you back. In an outburst of anger, I turned my back on you, but only for a moment. It's with lasting love that I'm tenderly caring for you. The exile is just like the days of Noah for me. I promised that the waters of Noah would never again flood the earth. I'm promising now no more anger, no more dressing you down. For even if the mountains walk away and the hills fall to pieces, my love won't walk away from you. My covenant, commitment of peace won't fall apart. The God who has compassion on you says so. Our New Testament reading comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 24, verses 23 through 35. If anyone tries to flag you down, calling out, here's the Messiah, or points, there he is, don't fall for it. Fake messiahs and lying preachers are going to pop up everywhere. Their impressive credentials and bewitching performances will pull the wool over the eyes of even those who ought to know better. But I'm giving you fair warning. So if they say, run to the country and see him arrive, or, quick, get downtown, see him come, don't give them the time of the day. The arrival of the Son of Man isn't something you go to see. He comes like swift lightning to you. Whenever you see crowds gathering, think of carrion vultures circling, moving in, hovering over a rotten carcass. You can be quite sure that it's not the living Son of Man pulling in those crowds. Following those hard times, sun will fade out, the moon will cloud over, stars falling out of the sky, cosmic powers tremble. Then the arrival of the Son of Man, it will fill the skies. No one will miss it. Unready people all over the world, outsiders to the splendor and power, will raise a huge lament as they watch the Son of Man blazing out of heaven. At the same moment, he'll dispatch his angels with a trumpet blast, summons, pulling in God's chosen from the four winds, from pole to pole. Take a lesson from the fig tree. From the moment you notice its buds, from the merest hint of green, you know summer's just around the corner. So it is with you. When you see all these things, you'll know he's at the door. Don't take this lightly. I'm not just saying this for some future generation, but for all of you. This age continues until all these things take place. Sky and earth will wear out. My words, they won't wear out. And here ends our readings for the day.